Hello and welcome to today's video. Now in today's video we're going to take a look at the news which will be affecting our markets this week. Plus we'll take a look at three stocks: State Bank of India, Reliance Industries and Ashok Leyland. Now coming to the news front, now this week is going to be a very news heavy week globally plus locally. And some of the news is from the weekend and some of the news is from ahead. Now the first news which I believe which will be the most relevant for us, our markets, is the GDP plus RBI. Why I said that is the GDP numbers came out in the weekend and they're not good. It's lackluster, and that is going to force the RBI to have to take a decision in the upcoming meeting this week about the repo rate cut. So, according to me, how the scenario I expected to play out due to the GDP being bad and the RBI MPC meeting being on December 6th. Now, I believe on December 6th, the Reserve Bank of India will be forced to cut its rates, whether he likes it or not, as the GDP numbers are starting to show the effect that yes, this guy has come too late in doing it. He should have done a sort of a rate cut in the last MPC meeting, but he has not done anything to the repo rates, and I think now I don't see an option for him. He will have to do minimum 25 basis points whether he likes it or not. If he wants to give it a bumper, then he'll do 50 basis points, but I don't think 50 will be likely, most likely 25. Now I think that is the main week, the news that will be affecting our markets this week, and that is linked to the GDP which was released over the weekend. The other news which I believe the markets will be reacting to, whether it's the Indian market, whether it's the Chinese market, whether it's the American markets, on Monday and Tuesday is Trump's threat to the BRICS countries over the weekend. He said Trump threatened BRICS countries with 100% tariffs if they try to undermine the US dollar and create their own currency. Now, according to me, that threat doesn't lack any foundation, as he cannot pick a fight with the whole world, basically the world's largest other economies. He can't do that. So it's an empty threat, I would say, and we'll have to see whether the Indian market first throws it aside as an empty threat, which I think it will, and how the American market primarily reacts to it on Monday when they open. That will end up affecting our Tuesday open significantly. So these two news I believe are the most important: the RBI MPC meeting, then this new thing Trump has started. And then another thing this week, I believe everyone who is trading will be coming into a very new trading week. This is, for example, I usually on Sunday cover the mid-cap Nifty, but now the mid-cap Nifty expiry is no more there, the Fin Nifty expiry no more there, the BankX expiry is no more there, BANKNIFTY expiry is no more there. So first time in quite some time we will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday no expiries. On Thursday will be only the Nifty expiry. On Friday the Sensex expiry. So it's from basically a huge number of expiries per week, we're coming down to 2 expiries per week. So volumes should naturally drop because things are going to be expiries are less, plus even the people wanting to put trades. For example, I as a trader always put in next week's options mostly, and last week when I was putting in BankNifty, now BankNifty I would have to put in a monthly option since the weekly expiries have been deleted by SEBI, and so there's no weekly options anymore. So the monthly options were much more expensive, and also they end up giving you less profit due to just the nature. The monthly options cannot be as volatile as the weekly options. So I believe this week traders are going to be coming into two shocks. Number one, lower profits unless they're trading the Nifty and the Sensex. Those are the only two in weekly. The monthly options, lower profits will be earned. Then I expect much lower turnovers from this week. So we'll have to see, especially how the Bank Nifty and Sensex plays out, as I believe the Bank Nifty's position in the market will be now replaced by the Sensex. Bank Nifty will come only a monthly option, and Sensex has the weekly. Sensex will end up getting a lot of the volume which was going to Bank Nifty. Will now have to go to Sensex since it has similar trades to Bank Nifty. It's a more expensive index. It's got the weekly, and it will naturally be more volatile and easier to make money with it, and easier to lose money too with it due to its price point. So that's another thing. Then the next news which will be affecting our market this week is on Wednesday, the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell will be doing a speech, and we'll have to see how he hints at the upcoming monetary policy decisions, as that will affect us. So that's it on the news front. These three news, I believe, will be affecting our markets this week significantly, and we will have to see how things go ahead with also the new system of lack of weekly expiries plus much more costly options across the board in monthly, due to it being monthlies. Now, coming to State Bank of India, when we pop on the levels, now I will only highlight the chart. Now, State Bank of India, according to me, as long as it is between 833 and 851, we are not going to get a clean move. This is just a small range, and we can see multiple days we've just ended up staying within that range. Now, if we break 851, then it comes to a very important hurdle of 865. Why I say very important? This is if it is able to clear the resistance at 865, then it will have broken out of a bearish hold it has been in for quite some time, and it will be able to go to 880 and then even probably 905. On the other hand, if State Bank of India breaks 833, high likelihood it goes down to 810 to 815. So right now, how the Nifty and Bank Nifty are in a conundrum, they've done a box range the full week, past week. The State Bank of India has been doing the same, and now it will have to decide which direction it wants to take. Whether if it breaks the resistance which I have highlighted, it will be a good up move. If it breaks the support, it will be a good down move. Within this range, option buys are not going to make anything. Option buys are only going to make when it exits, and when it exits on the upside or the downside. These prices I usually only share for stocks, the prices based on the stocks, but for State Bank of India, I've shared the futures prices. You can see on top, it's written State Bank of India futures. I've shared the futures prices. This is, I don't think anyone should be doing an equity buy in State Bank of India. You can enter option buys or option sells. It's more advisable because equity don't have a good risk reward right now. What are you really going to make, let's say, buying above 865 for 905? You're going to be having a lot of basically sideways movement, and the profit at the end of the time is not going to be significant enough. So that's why I've covered the futures instead of the stock version. Now we come on to the next one, Reliance Industries. Now Reliance is in a similar part of State Bank of India, but I believe Reliance Industries is a bit different in one thing. Now, why I say it's a bit different, I believe as long as Reliance Industries is below 1340, this current move is just a dead cat bounce. Why I say that is, if we see Reliance, State Bank of India, let's say, has fallen from the top, but has not fallen that significantly in let's say October and November with the huge FII selling. It has not fallen that significantly, but Reliance Industries has come from basically 1,600, it fell to 1,220. It has done this journey, so this is the first significant bounce it has tried to do, and that's why I'm classifying this as a dead cat bounce. And until it comes back above 1340, it won't be back to neutral territory even. Below 1340, it is in the firm grip of the bears. And yes, I'm now looking at Reliance Industries stocks, not futures, because this is something you can trade in equity, plus you can trade in options. Now, how will I trade it? Now, according to me, as long as Reliance is between 1305 and 1260, option traders don't have much hope. Equity traders too. If it breaks 1305, then it can be considered an equity and options long to 1340 and 1380. Long and equity is normal buy. Options, I would say you preferably go via option sells. So basically sell puts, as basic puts will end up losing value and option sellers will make money from that. Why I'm not saying via option buys, I don't think it will be a clean move. It will be, let's say, one day of a clean move, then it will be slow. So that slow will hammer option buyers out. On the other hand, if Reliance Industries goes and breaks 1260, then I expect a quick fall to 1220. Now 1275 is a support there, but that is more of an intraday. This is Reliance, due to it being a more liquid F&O stock, can be also traded intraday well. So 1275 is more of an intraday play. That, let's say, if it breaks 1275 on intraday, you can short it to 1260. So that is my trading plan for Reliance. I have not looked above 1380 or below 1220. This is, I want us to first reach these points and then we can cover Reliance Industries again. Now next we'll be taking a look at Ashok Leyland. Now Ashok Leyland is doing much better than all the other stocks we've covered. This is as, yes, Ashok Leyland even in October, November has had a decent fall, and it came back to the 200 moving average and then it had bounced up. Now, why I say Ashok Leyland is better is due to this price bar which is formed. The people who watch my videos from a while know it's a high volume bullish bar. And now if we break above 237, this bar will cause us to have a very quick up move to 250. And if we break above that, then we'll be going to test the all-time high of the stock. So my trading plan is pretty simple. I will only go long above 237. If it breaks 237, long for 250. If it breaks that, then another long. On the other hand, as long as it's between 237 and 225, I will not touch it via option buys or equity buys, only option sells, as you can sell the range. And if it breaks 225, then 219 is next. The downside is limited of Ashok Leyland right now due to the pattern it is, because it's got a strong support at 219, then it's got a 200 moving average also as a support. So Ashok Leyland can either stay in a box range here or slightly come down or have a good upswing. So Ashok Leyland, I would say out of the three is the better. Even Ashok Leyland is not covered futures. I've covered the spot one because this can be done as an equity. It can be done via as an option trade. That's my trading plan for all three. If you liked the video, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. Any stocks you want covered, you can drop them in the comment section below, and if there is something interesting, we will cover them. Thank you.